beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here with all of the books I've read in March, so let's quickly go through all of them. The first book which I want to tell you guys about, and I'm really in love with this book, is You Can't Be Serious by Prajwal Hegde. Now this book is like an arranged marriage between these two people who come from a very different cultural background, and it's about understanding each other. It's about like meeting new person and then understanding them, even though you come from a very different background, but the way they both molded into each other's life and understood each other. I loved that thing. I enjoyed it so much, and of course the chemistry was so adorable between these two people, and I had such a great time reading this book. Second book is Squarely Beloved, and I didn't enjoy reading this book actually because when I got into this book, what I got to know when I was reading it is that it was a rom-com, but there wasn't any com, it was just rom. So it's like a feel-good romance book. So if you're if you want to read like a feel-good book, you can definitely read this one. It was like very laid-back, soft romance, and like sweet, but it wasn't something which I expected. At least like if I wouldn't know that it would be a rom-com, I would have at least like loved. I wouldn't say I loved it, but yeah, it wasn't something I expected, and I didn't enjoy it that much. Next two books are mysteries, and if you are here from my Instagram, you already know how much I love this author. I love this series of hers. The series I'm talking about is called The Bangalore Detectives Club. I recently finished reading the third book, which is A Nest of Vipers, and the fourth book, which is Into the Leopard's Den. And I loved it so much. I had such a great reading experience reading these two books. The fact that I couldn't even wait to finish the fourth book. I was immediately like, I have to pick the fourth book, otherwise I wouldn't be able to live at all. And it was such a great reading experience. The fact that I never read a murder mystery series which made me feel discomforted. Like the only mystery books I've read, I can't name them all, but just say if I'll say Freedom and Fatima. So she writes such disturbing mysteries which absolutely blows your mind. Some books are disturbing. Like when I read The Boyfriend, I was just like, that's kind of disturbing, but still mind blowing. But this one is like, it's like a series, a mystery series which is so comforting because also has its ending, and there's like few things which just makes you so nostalgic and explains you and makes you feel Indian. Like maybe the way they live, the way they talk, the way they bond. It's just so wholesome. Next book is a romance book, which is one of my favorite romance books of 2026, and I think of all times. The book I'm talking about is called In Your Dreams, and this is literally my dream book. The fact that it has all of my favorite tropes. It has pure peace and shine, small town romance, brother's best friend, and the way he treats her and does things for her in the book, you guys will go insane. Like he literally builds a restaurant for her just because she needed a job. He like furnished an entire house because he wanted her to stay close to him and to the restaurant. And as they're like childhood best friends also, like not best friends, but they knew each other because as like he's her brother's best friend. He knew what things she loved, and he bought her bed into this house he furnished so that she could feel comfortable because she was staying in New York for like a long time. So it's just very wholesome. It's also found family, so you have such a great and wholesome time reading this book. And the last book I read is Metamorphosis by Franz Kafka. This book is so short. I kid you not. When I opened the Amazon parcel and I got this book, I laughed. My father laughed because there was like a big ass parcel and this book came out of it, and that's why it's so funny for me whenever I look at it. But the story isn't. It is so simple. It's so tiny, but the way it makes you feel and like feel a lot of things actually, and will make you cry. It's just. And being an empath, I had such a tough time reading this book. And the fact that I read it today, and now I'm talking about it, I'm not able to talk because I feel like crying. But I know it now. I get it. I get why so many people love this book and recommend this book. but far. I don't have enough words to tell you how I feel, but the feelings I'm feeling is enough for me to understand. But he just wanted to listen to music. He didn't deserve this. He didn't even deserve becoming